It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of gum.
If the gum is missing, ladies and gentlemen, that's a problem. Duke requires gum, and, well, Nike, there's no more gum. That's terrible. That's a huge problem. That's a huge problem. We got to solve that problem. Okay, I hit this button. I hit this button. I'm going to try this button. I think this button works. No, that button didn't work. Why didn't that button work? What the hell, what the hell, Stream Deck? See, now I get irritated when stuff not working. Oh, it's got this problem. I know what the problem is. Yep, okay. So I'll just do it the hard way. Hold on. The old-fashioned way, ladies and gentlemen. How we doing? How's it going, everybody? I'm just realizing that... Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, this is a thing I got to fix over here. There we go. Now it's correct. Okay. Took me a minute. How y'all doing? Grant, I believe that is correct. No. So, Xanda, I was having this problem last weekend. I was doing a bunch of updates to the production PC for Road Streaming Unlimited, right? And I could not get the Stream Deck to talk to OBS at first. And what was killing me was Stream Deck software needed an update. Actually, I would think I was 2 updates behind on OBS, and then Stream Deck software needed an update. I had to go through, like, update this and update that and update this again and reboot 4 times. We finally got there. But it was exhausting, to put it lightly. Okay, I'm gonna test something. Okay, all right. So the Stream Deck is just not going to work today. In order for the Stream Deck to work, I have to turn off OBS. And now that you're all here, that's not happening. So we'll just suffer today, and I'll do it the old-fashioned way. I mean, I used to stream long before I owned a Stream Deck. So yeah, no big deal. No big deal. Happy Friday, everybody. How you doing? How's it going? It's been a hot minute. I know I did Unlimited last weekend, but I have not done boats in a while. It has definitely been a hot minute. There we go. Get the watch plugged in over here. It's been a hot minute. And Grant, I believe you're right. Let me check this real fast. Have I put the... I'm trying to see if I put the 14.9 codes in the drive. I don't think I have yet. I know I got them, which is unusual. We had to wait so long for the last batch of codes. They were having so many problems. No. Okay, so I have 14.8 codes. And then let's look at the 14.9. It's here. Download. Come on. You can do it. Okay. 14.9. And because I can, let's look at them. So the 14.9 codes do not have the same date as the 14.8 ones. These ones expire in January of 2026. I think what you're thinking of is that the 14.7 codes expire on 7 November. I think the 14.8 codes have the same expiry. They do. So the codes from the last patch that we got so crazy late, those have the same expiration date as 2 patches ago now. So we have a whole big wave of codes that expires on 7 November. And then what I just got doesn't expire until early January. So it's awkward, but functional, to put it. I mean, I can't think of a better way to do it. Yes, Xanda, that's correct. That's correct. 14.7 and 14.8 have the same expiry. 14.9 is not in the drive yet, but I have them. I'll get them in there at some point. We have plenty of codes to give away for now. We're not in a big rush. How's it going, guys? How has boats been? I have not. So I played a ton of boats. A ton of boats when they dropped the holiday patch. What was that? A month ago? And then kind of the last 2 to 3 weeks, I have barely loaded the game at all. I've had other games that I've been playing. I've had other stuff in my life going on. I have barely logged into Warships in at least 2 weeks. So, yeah, we should be able to do that, Xanda. Anytime you like, just set something up and just ping me and say, hey, I'm going to do this. And I'll be like, let's go, make it happen. So I have not played boats in a hot minute, to put it lightly. It's going to take a minute. There we go. So, like, I have barely loaded the game. The patch has come and gone. First of all, let's get Duke turned on before I forget. Patch week was last week. Okay, Duke is turned on. And I was going to stream last week and then prep for getting the trip. In case you guys don't know, I drove to Lubbock last Friday. We streamed a live Star Wars Unlimited event on Saturday, and we drove back on Sunday. Well, it's 500 miles in each direction, so it's a full-day drive. And it was a haul, and we had a great time, but it meant that trying to get prepped and ready to get out of the house, more at a pretty reasonable hour on Friday morning meant that streaming Thursday night was not a good idea. So I pushed Warships here, so we'll stream Warships this week. But it meant that I didn't stream on Patch Week, which is unusual because I like doing that. I will try and rearrange November's schedule to get back to that, however we get there. So Grant, I know nothing. That's one of the reasons I have once I reached a point that it was like I wasn't going to stream last week. I was like, I'm not even going to open the game until I get to this stream so I can figure all this crap out together. So I logged in and it was showing me the goofy port, right? And this is actually I was actually curious if anything else here can be interacted with, but it doesn't look like it. So, okay. Okay, Liberty Harbor. Nothing feels better than coming back. Father's seaside house. Okay. When he was a U.S. Naval Base commander. That's some nice pedigree we come from then. An old dust-covered plastic construction set, the Liberty Harbor Naval Base. You imagined yourself in your father's shoes and dreamed of becoming a naval officer. Yep, I actually did that once upon a time. Okay, you can't resist rebuilding the base. Yep. Complete the construction step by step and use naval base supplies earned in combat missions and expeditions to build and upgrade areas. Sure. In Liberty Harbor, you can construct and upgrade areas incrementally. Each area is designed for specific tasks. Choose an area to start building. Naval Command. Here you can accept missions that can be completed in random ranked and brawl battles. Construct for 75. Okay, so I have 14,000. Okay, so let's wait for a minute and find this. Operational Command. Here you can accept missions that can be accepted in co-op battles, operations, and temporary battle types. I'm going to avoid that for now. Here you can dispatch your ships on expeditions that will bring you the necessary naval base supplies to build and upgrade areas. This sounds like a good place to start. When you send ships, they become temporary for other expeditions, but you can still take them into battle. Okay, so I have 14,000 points, and I can only build one of these to start. It sounds like starting here is the right answer. Because this can I can send ships to go do things while I play, right? I'm guessing. Luckily, they point... Okay. All three give you the supplies. Right. Okay, so Vladeshi's saying the random battle one is probably better for me. This one feels like... Okay, did anybody play Star Trek Online? Any Star Trek Online players out there today? Because when I read the description of this sounds like the duty officer system. That's what this sounds like, right? I take something and I send it off and it goes on like a quest, whether I'm logged in or not, and it does things. And then after X amount of time has transpired, I accrue resources. That, like, whether I'm logged in or not. That's what this reads like to me. Am I crazy? You will appreciate the GMAC. I think you're putting me on. I'd say what I'm going to do. Since I'm going to be playing for a few hours. You get the points straight away in military port X. So I think what I'm going to do. For me, operational command will come later. I'm probably dead last. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take Vladeshi's advice. I'm going to start with naval command. Okay. This will give me a start that I can start earning more points. And then once I only have to earn 1,000 points, and then I can unlock the other one, and then I can run them both together, right? Okay. Memory box. Progress through stages and claim rewards for upgrading Liberty. Memory note. Quantity 1. Read memory note.
The Constitution. Now there's a lady with more fight in her than a whole fleet of young bucks.
There's audio for this. That's kind of cool.
Old Ironsides, 'cause British cannonballs bounced right off her hull in the...
Okay, and so these are the rewards you can unlock. I'm getting... Okay. So I've got some premium time in here. Big pile of naval supplies. A few links up the chain. And then Bridgeport is at the end. Now, I believe they gave us Bridgeport as CCs. So I'll go play that thing and have a look at it. Fuel terminal. Construct for doubloons. Construct for naval base supplies. Okay. Here you can choose an area you would like to assign extra missions or expeditions to. Okay. The military port. Yeah, I haven't unlocked that yet. Okay. So now what I'm assuming is now that this is available. Here we go. Hit a ship with a secondary battery 30 times. 90,000 HP. Destroy 2 ships. What I read here was go play Bismarck. That's what I just read. You need to select and activate them. Okay, hold on. Can I activate more than one at a time? Yeah, 4 to 10. Okay. Upgrading allows you to accept more missions. Dispatch more expeditions also change. Okay. Okay, so right now I can accept all 3 of these here. You can select up to 3. Okay. But I can also upgrade. Okay. Interesting. This is a little weird. Okay. I'm just gonna roll with this for now. Let's go pick a German battleship and see and just dick around with this and see how this works. So we want battleship Germany. I could also just be stupid and just take out the Schlieffen and just go melt something. But I have not played Bismarck in a while. I'm kind of feeling Bismarck or Gneiss. Let's take Bismarck out. Whoa, what is this? No. Go away. What is this shenanigans? I should have a Bismarck commander. Although the Pommern commander is probably just as good. Come on, guys. One of these has to be a Bismarck commander that's been put in the wrong boat, right? What on earth? Okay, where's my... I'm actually quite irritated at this right now. Okay. So, one of these guys is the Gneisenau commander. There we go. Perfect. So now, let's take that other dude and drag him over here. He was a 19-pointer. Why do I have so many crazy German captains? This is nuts. It's like all their skills got reset, too. Was there some kind of big skill rework? They reset everybody's skills and I missed it? It's wild. Heinrich? No, where's my 19-pointer that was for... Oh, this is taking me off. No. No. Maybe over here? Schlieffen. You know what? Nah, I really don't want to play Schlieffen. I don't want to play tier 10. I really don't want to play tier 10. Here, there he is. Okay, hang on. Maybe I do have a Bismarck captain over here. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like it. These are all Hermelin for some reason. Okay, let me just take this. Let me take this guy. He's set for Gneiss. That's good enough for now. Perfect. Okay. All right, I'll pull my Bismarck up. We're still on the Gothic camo. No skill reset. Okay. This is all fine. Yeah. This seems okay. I do like the Gothic camo. This is one of the few, like, non-historical camos that I really like in the game. I don't know what it is about this one, but I really like this one. No. I do like the historical one. Yeah, you would think, Grant, it would make my life a lot easier. Okay, let's just go play Bismarck. Let's just go dick around in Bismarck for a little while. What I gotta remember is the trick with German battleships is push into range of your secondaries, but don't push so far that you get murdered. That's always the trouble, right? That's always the trouble. Okay, we're top tier. The Lowenhart is not a huge threat to me. 2 submarines, I can't say I'm excited about that, but Fubu and Agnamoy. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I like being top tier. I have 11.5 range on the secondaries. Let's load the AP. And let's put my aerial detection up, because for some reason it isn't up, and I don't know why. Okay. I like seeing my aerial detection and my anti-air bubble. Perfect. Okay.
It's go time.
Sharn, double Sharn on my right. I've got an Ipiranga right here. That would have been another good pick to get secondary hits. Another Bismarck and a Warspite on my left. I'm going to play the south end of the map for now. We're going to swing a little left and play out here for a spell. You don't need to complete the missions in one battle either. Okay. How did I not know that about this camo? It's an organ. That's amazing. I love this camo even more now. When we were in Salzburg last year, we went to, I took 2 weeks off. We went to Germany, we went to Austria, and we went to Salzburg. And we spent, I think, 2 or 3 nights in Salzburg. I can't remember anymore. But one of the things that we did while we were there was the local cathedral, the main cathedral in town, the Dom, every Friday for, I don't know, a handful of euro. It was like 10 euro or something. It wasn't a lot. Gives a concert, an organ concert. And they do this, I think, largely to keep the organs like in working order, right? If you're using them, then they have less opportunity to go bad on you and break and whatever else. So, Salzburg was amazing, Badeshi. So I was like, we have to do this. So we, it was like, noon concert. So we went over there, we paid our money. We went into the cathedral. There are 6 organs in this one cathedral. So a cathedral, right, in the shape of a cross, a Catholic cathedral, right where they meet, and it has a name. I am not a cathedral expert. Right there where the two meet, each one of those corners, there's an organ on every single corner, right there in whatever you call it. I don't know what it's called, the narthex or something. There's all these terms for different parts of the cathedral. I know none of these things. And then in the back, there's like a giant one that's like elevated, like you walk under it to come in the building. And there was a 6th one. There were 6 organs in this place. It's crazy. So they went around, they played little 3 to 5 minute pieces at each corner, right? And they had 2 organists that kind of rotated. So it wasn't a ton of waiting while they walked between instruments. And so you had all of that. And then at the very end, they went to the big giant organ, right, in the back of the room. And they played, they did Toccata and Fugue, right? Bach, Toccata and Fugue in D minor. Da-na-na, da-na-na-na, you've all heard the piece. You might not know the name of it, but believe me, you've heard it. Anyway, they played this piece, and it was, I wept. I love organs. I love organ music. I love that particular piece of music. It moved me to tears. Ginger's looking over at me going, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine. I am fine." But it was a memory that I will never forget. It was so amazing. So amazing. For some reason, PvE, okay, Blast. I need to try Blast from the Past. The last time I logged in, they were on Blast from the Past for 2020. And I'll be honest, I was not impressed. I was like, yay? Like, why should I care about this? All right. Ye old Almirante Cochrane over here. Looks like he's trying to turn away. He's trying to turn away completely. Yes, he is. Thank you. Okay, we're going to make this turn. Oh, I shorted the whole thing? Give me a break. I'm trying to get the Novo into my secondary range. They killed my other battleship, which torques me off. I'm going to be somewhat stationary out here. Yeah, this Novo is refusing to come into my secondary range. Check this out. He's like, nope, we ain't doing it. Lucky for me, the Zeton is a squish target for my guns. And he's showing me a pretty solid angle there. Now, I doubt I'm going to Citadel him. But I might get some full pins. I'm actually a little ticked that these guys won't push. I really need the secondary hits. Guys, fellas, kids, children, whatever. You're killing me.
Say hello to my little friend.
Okay, the Novo's getting low enough. I think I need to focus him out now. We're going to push a little bit. I don't want to push too crazy because I don't want to deal with the U-69 just yet. That guy's just going to irritate me. I think I might have him here. Oh, come on! One friggin' shell. Well, my Legal is going to get dead here, because he's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Grass is grass, and I've got the weed whacker.
Thank you. Now I can get the hell out of the way of these torpedoes. Hopefully.
Piss-flavored popsicle.
I'll still make the Hall of Fame.
Oh, hi, Lowenhart. How are you? All right. I clipped Numbskull. I'm going to eat this torpedo, and it's going to make me super angry. Come on. Turn, you fat pig. Nope. All right, I need to not be here now. I do not want to chase these guys. Bismarck does not want to chase. Bismarck wants to kite. So does the Zeton, frankly, and that's what I need to avoid.
I like it. Die, you son of a bitch. Damn, I love this job.
Much better.
Coochie coochie.
4 pins. All right, he felt that. Yeah. The Loneheart absolutely felt what I just smacked him with. I don't know how hard he felt it, but he felt it. All right, we're going to cut back towards mid here. We're tight on ships. We aren't doing that badly here. Excellent. Cochrane bought it. There's the Lowenhart. Bold. He's trying to reverse. I don't think I can hit him with these shells, but I'm throwing them anyway. I don't think those shells will hit him, but we're going to find out the hard way by trying it. Okay, the Akizuki bought it. That makes me feel much better. I did clip the Lone Heart. I really need my submarines to grow. I mean, I really need this Ognivoid to grow a pair of balls. There's absolutely no reason he can't get up here and murder this U-69. Like, none. None whatsoever. There's almost no excuse for how far back he's playing, especially now the Akizuki's dead. What are we doing, Lone Heart?
Where's the hammer when you need one?
Please tell me we're turning. Please tell me we're turning. You're gonna make me so happy if you turn. You're gonna make me so happy if you turn.
You crazy son of a...
Hetman with the resub. Altador with the resub. I'm not sure how well those are led. I might be a little behind him. It's hard to tell. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Get down, shells. All right, we hit him good. He's going to be out soon. That's going to make me happy. I think the Warspite's going to knock him off right here, personally. If he doesn't, I will. Oh, the submarine's probably already got him. Yep, love it. As a U-190, that's got to feel really good to get that sub kill. All right, the Zetan's going to go back and play defense. If I'm going to cut back... Okay, I'm going to cut back towards mid now. They've still got 4 battleships on the other flank. Yikes. Oh, yeah! It's a good day when you kill cockroaches. The only good bug is a dead bug. What's up, Deuce? How you doing? All right, come back to starboard just a hair. Zetan's running. Probably the best play for him, truth be told. He's squishier than I am. I'm hoping it's time to... I took a secondary battleship to get secondary ribbons, and I can't get any of these to get into secondary range with me. It's really ticking me off. I feel like I should be throwing HE at this clown, truth be told. Okay, that was a much better hit. Okay, I'm about to have somebody in front of me worth exchanging fire with. Okay, so let's start in. Ooh, the Vanguard. The Vanguard is squishy, my friends.
Execution style.
We're 100% going after Vanguard. 185% going after Vanguard. Vanguard does not want to brawl. Vanguard hates brawling. She can't do it. She sucks at it. I should have fired at that Nagato. The squishy underbelly of the Nagato would have been really good right there. Scharnhorst ought to feel that. Yes, sir. Okay, now, I need to avoid the torpedoes. Okay, he fired him at somebody else. I can live with that. Come on, give me big sits on this Nagato. Give me big sits. No, you make me sad. Okay, they killed the Vanguard. Okay, so I've just got this guy. All right, we'll swap over. I was afraid I was going to have to go back and deal with the Vanguard. This guy's about to T-bone me and you don't care. Come on. Come on, big citadels, let's go! Let's go! Yes, Kraken! Raw! That's a good way to start the day. That's a good way to start the day, ladies and gentlemen. We killed the cockroach, and we got a Kraken? Like, I mean, I guess Bismarck's okay. I guess Bismarck's okay after all. Edmund, that's awesome. Speedy, were you on the team there? Were you on the other team? Uh-oh. Oh, man, look at that. A Kraken? I still don't even get it. Nipperenga still ran away with it. Well, I say ran away with it. He beat me, but still. Good GG to him. That's a nice way to start the day. I haven't played this game in like 2-3 weeks. So that feels good. Feels good to start the day with a nice solid game in Bismarck. Oh, you were the carrier then. You were the Lowenheart. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I saw you camp back there. I was like, if I put up my spotter plane, I think I can dunk that guy. And I was like, yeah, that worked out pretty well. All right, let's see. So let's go back to this thing and check it out now. Oh yeah, it was fun. Okay. So now then, what is this? What is this? Oh, this is the rewards tin or whatever. Okay, cool. Now that I've unlocked this, it opens up fuel terminal, which I can afford, but I think I'm better off. I want to explore this port. I want to see what this is. Here you can just measure ship. Yeah, I want to know how this works. I'm expecting this to work like the duty officer system in Star Trek Online or the companion system in SWTOR or something. That's what I'm expecting. Father of the American Navy. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right, so what happens over here now? Regular expeditions. Fleet power 3. Select one or several ships to meet the required fleet power. Okay. Sure. Congratulations. Okay, so you just... Oh, this is like instantaneous. You just hit the button and things happen. Okay, that's kind of cool, actually. An intermediate stage upgrade 12%, all the way up to 30%. That's a lot, by the way. Yikes. Okay. And, okay. All right, this is kind of cool. So my guess then... So the expeditions then, they just... I won't say they just sort of happen, but like... They sort of just happen. Like, you just come in and you push the button and then... It's like instantaneous rewards. And I'm guessing that each ship resets and you can use like once per day. Kind of. Let's look at this, Charlie. I need a carrier and a submarine. Okay. So let's just say Eagle. And 3-day expeditions require flight. Oh, okay. So some of them complete a day. Pretty much, yes. Okay, tip work. Work on purchasing all 4 buildings before you upgrade any one section. Okay, that's a good tip. So just any submarine. Here, S1. Congratulations. Dispatch. Okay, and so now... Okay, so then that ship is like out of action for the day. I can't apply it again. Okay. Here we need German, French, or Spanish ships up to 10. So I could just take my Avaro de Bazan and say, be gone with you. Okay. And then I just need a cruiser up to 8. They seem to more or less line up with the tiers. Ochakov, congratulations, you're nominated. There we go. Okay. So I can upgrading only seems to increase the possibility of like earning something or like getting the double reward. What I want to know is how do I unlock extra instances of the thing, right? How do I do this? Will be unlocked at military port level 2. Okay. So in order to upgrade, that's this. Okay, I got it now. I got it. More upgrading. Okay. Well, I'm at 7,300. So I can't quite unlock expeditions, but I can unlock this fuel terminal? Not quite. Auxiliary area that boosts other areas. You would like to assign extra missions or expeditions to. Okay. Now, having finished those first 3 missions, I've done these now. In other words, if I want to do more, I have to upgrade the thing. So right now, I'm guessing I'm stuck for the day. That's it for the day. Yeah, Wix is like, this all starts very slow. It feels that way a little bit. Am I correct in assuming there's no combat missions that award me, like, naval construction points or whatever they are? Grand Voyage, this is GQ Johnny stuff. Liberty Harbor. No, okay, there was one. Okay, these were the ones that I did earlier. Okay. Those are in the command centers. In the command centers. What do you mean in the command centers? In the other areas of the harbor. So, okay. So let's just assume for a minute that I could... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't have any way to get this... Okay. Getting this to level 2 is very difficult. Okay. So basically, you guys, like, you're telling me I played one mission and I'm basically done with this for the day. And every day I need to log in and do my little freebies over here, essentially. These are freebies, more or less. And then I can't unlock this yet until I have 200 more. Or I could spend some doubloons. I might spend the doubloons because Wargaming gives us piles of doubloons and I got nothing else to spend them on. You know, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it because I want to know how this works. Okay, so now that I've got this, now I use this one to run operations. Okay. And this one gives me the camo and everything. Okay. And then once I unlock this, that works out as another phase to give me a mountain of these things. In a few days, you get 30,000 points. Okay, so I can hit the Citadel. Now, these co-op operations, anti-air battle types. Okay, so let's just accept these. And we'll go play, a Blast from the Past. Right? What are they up to? Blast from the Past, probably 2022 or something? Let's have a look. Yeah, let's have a look. Ooh, asymmetric. Ooh, asymmetric might be fun. Let's do some asymmetric. Apparently I can do these in asymmetric. Let's double check. Combat missions. Liberty Harbor. Yes, I can do these in asymmetric. I need 40 in caps, 6 fire or flood, and citadels. I need a cruiser. Okay. So I want to take a cruiser into asymmetric battles. I know what I want to do. We're going to take Yoshino into asymmetric battles. Or let's see. Let's look at now. Let's just look at high tier cruiser. Actually, a super ship. I can take a super ship into an asymmetric. Clausewitz. Ooh, maybe a Clausewitz. I'm kind of feeling it right now. Let's do it. Let's go. German cruiser. Rah. Come fight me. What's up, Wix? How you doing? The in caps will 100% take time. I'll have to throw HE at a bunch of stuff and break it. And then, this should be a fun environment to play Clausewitz in. I'll give this a go. Especially since everybody's going to come to the middle of the map. Oh, I should be able to get torpedo hits and floods. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, somehow I have defensive fire instead of hydro. That sucks. I should have fixed that already. Oh, well. I should have taken hydro. 7-kilometer hydro in this boat would be so good on this map. I suck. It's all right. I'll do it again. I love my Clausewitz. I just so rarely take her out. I find that taking super ships into random battles just makes me want to punch babies. Because invariably I get paired up. Like, I'll take this boat out into a random battle thinking, oh, this will be fun. And the opposing super ship is in Annapolis. And I'm like, well, there goes my fun. You know? Ugh.
Staying alive. Yeah.
I'm going to head... how do I want to play this? I don't want to push into blind spots with 4 destroyers. Especially that Fantask. You're not wrong, Deuce, but there are a few of them that I enjoy. Like, Annapolis is just flat out broken. That ship is ridiculous. I am honestly... As much as I love Hindenburg, Clausewitz disappoints me because it's basically just... It's a bigger, meaner Hindenburg. But it's like, you guys couldn't have done something cooler? Ooh, she gets another kilometer hydro. And, like, give me more, you know? And they just... Some of the super ships are really neat, and some of them are so uninspired as to be boring. It's kind of sad. What's up, Black Duke? How you doing on a Friday afternoon? You would not have liked me streaming last night, guys. It's better that I did this today. I didn't have a bad day yesterday. I just had a very long one. And so by the time I got home, I was just like, this is not happening. I am not in the right headspace for this. This is just not going to be a thing. So, yeah, it was better that we did this today. Ooh, get down, shells. Get down, shells. Better. There's an end cap. Let's go. I feel like I'll be able to punish this rune fairly effectively. And he's kind of getting away with some shenanigans right now that I'm not a fan of. Yeah, I got some overpins through his stern there, but not much else. What's the angle on this Duncan like? Should I just try to burn him down? Ooh, hello, Mentuffel. Menteufel? Mantufel? I don't know how you spell it. We're gonna have some fun with these guys. Yeah, this is where the lack of hydro is really going to irritate me. I could really use that about now. This guy apparently has no citadel. Sounds like fun. Yeah, there's the torpedoes I was expecting. Let's try to aim these a little further aft. Nope. Okay, he's still taking 2 of these.
Damn. Desert road, no gas,
And no chicks.
I need you to die. Thank you.
Now you see me? Now you're dead.
Okay, pretty sure I've got the Ruprecht dead to rights.
Better.
That's going to leave me the Amalfi, who is blessedly turning for me. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Execution style.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Clausewitz strikes again. Okay. Let's get the guns flipped, and I should be able to sit here and farm this Minnesota. Oh no, there's still an Oosterjutland out there somewhere. I'm not sure where that guy went. Classic with the resub. Manteufel. There we go. Thank you. I do like Jacksonville. You're right about that. I do like me some Jacksonville. That is a fun boat. I gotta get around this island. I'm only getting half of the shells over right now. Feels bad. Oh, he's got some acceleration on her. Look at that. Wasn't expecting that. Shima's about to wipe this guy out. Where is this Oosterjutland? Where is this last bot? Yeah, that guy's mega ultra dead. All right, let's go cap B. I have no idea where this last destroyer is. Yeah, no, I'm with you on Hanover, Deuce. Hanover's not very good. I don't care for Hanover or Preußen. I do like my Jacksonville, America. I like my is it J. Humphreys? Yeah, the tier 10, the tier 11 American destroyer is a fun boat. I like that one. What am I missing? There's a few. There are a few super ships that I do quite enjoy, but like in general, you're right. So many of them are just garbo. It's honestly kind of sad. Yeah, last bot is AFK. Well, we found him. We found him, ladies and gentlemen. All right, come on. Dun 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 dun. We are playing a German boat, so Wagner feels appropriate. There were some end caps. I want the kill. I'm not gonna get it. Oh, I did get it. I burned him out. Ha ha! Let's go. That's a fun way to play Clausewitz. I got to brawl. That's the problem with playing Clausewitz. You don't usually get to brawl because nobody will let you brawl. Nobody will let you live to close enough range to brawl. I like that. Okay, let's go see how we did on our missions. How did we do? How did we do? How did we do? Combat missions. Liberty Harbor. Okay, so we got the Citadel. We got that. Okay, I had to just get in cap ribbons. I got 5 of those. And I got a few flooding ribbons. I got some fires of flood. Okay, that's fine. Fair enough. LP vinyl record. Are you serious, Grant? That's crazy. Yes, thank you. Good point on Clausewitz. Thank you. I will make that change right now. Hydro, very, very much more useful. There we go. And the flag. 61,000 HP feels better. We're gonna play one more game in that, and then I'll go do something else for a little while. So Seas has put Indiana in the queue. I need to look at Indiana. I need to look at Bridgeport. I know very little about these ships. At one point, they had asked the CCs to supply like clips of us playing Indiana, or like if we played it and it had a good game in it, send that in and we might use it for something. I did not do any of that. Of course, now I get a carrier. I take defensive fire off and now I get a carrier. Figures. Here's the fun question, guys. Do I dare go up the middle? I think with 6 opposing destroyers, rushing mid is a terrible idea. Liberty Harbor event is over. Oh, God. That can't possibly be right. It just started like 6-7 days ago. Now maybe it doesn't just run just a few hours a day, right? It's not like It's not like ranked battles where you can only play it during certain hours of the day, presumably, correct?
Kill everyone.
I would hope not. We are, however, it started 2 days ago. Okay. So it was like the last patch where you had to wait a week. Oh my god, so dumb. So dumb. They keep doing that. They roll out a patch and then tell you, guys, you don't want to play our game right now. The really cool stuff that you're here for doesn't start for a week. So come back in a week. Who thought that was a good idea? Gotta be kidding me. It's so dumb. Now, I'm expecting some of these guys... Don't get me started, Scotty. Don't get me started. I'm expecting some of these guys to come, hey, diddle diddle, straight up the middle. So we are going to have a little bit of look at this here. Let my AA get in on these clowns. I do love me some German mid-range AA. Four battleships, one cruiser, a Nesbitt, and 6 bloody destroyers. Yikes. I got double Harugamo with me? Okay. Now, there ain't no way I'm going down this channel yet. We're going to get flipped and do some kiting here. My stern torpedo angles ought to be good enough for this. Yep. But I'm expecting someone to be coming up the central channel here very soon. I have 7-kilometer hydro, right? Yeah. Yep, called it. Bloom. Here's the good news. I'm going to get lots of in-cap ribbons doing this. It's going to be so easy to in-cap the crap out of everything on these boats.
Damn. Desert road, no gas, and no chance.
Part of my problem is right now the Harugamos are working off of my sonar, just murdering these clowns. Which is really funny, by the way. I need to back up so I can get in on some of this action. Looks like the Veneto's coming. And the Alsace. Yep, there's some in caps.
This is a force to be reckoned with.
Got an Adriatico off to my starboard side as well. He's taking some torps. 2 in the bow. He's dead. And I got a Bismarck. Alright. I'm pretty sure pretty confident we've thwarted whatever this mid-push was. Do please continue to linger in my mid-range AA. Yeah, you don't frighten me, Bismarck. Maybe you should, but you just don't. Okay, the Nesbeck is still back there, too. Oh, it's the Adriatico. Oh, well, I can't even think about him. He's just going to smoke and do his shenanigans. Okay. Actually, that might hurt a little bit. He might have aimed that one right. Ah, that wasn't too bad. Alright, you're stuck with that fire. There's 3 more of them in the channel. You guys seeing this on the map? Look at that. Look at that. There's 3 more of them in the channel. Hydro is not here yet. Hydro is close. This might actually hurt. Although I'm built for brawling. The same way he is. It still hurt. Okay, let's come back and murder this Benson. I got a few seconds to Hydro.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Alright. Port torps are down, which means I need to get into this smoke and get my starboard torps on the Nesbeck and or the Veneto. Swap to the AP. Should be good times. Whoa! You should be able to Citadel me at that range. What is that crap about? I'm German. That shouldn't work. Oh, of course they all ran out of his hull. Okay, time to turn to starboard. Okay, he's dead. And my next heal is a little ways off, which kind of sucks. Okay, I don't know. I was going to say, whoever was in this channel seems to have effed off. Okay, I've still got a minute till port torpedoes are ready, which means I'm totally relying on starboard torpedoes here to pull this shenanigans off. Now, with a hit like that, I might just stick with my bow guns for a little while. Why fire anything else? Yeah. Oh! Nesbeck has a Citadel that far forward. I wouldn't have called that. I would not have called that. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, what I have learned these last 2 matches is I'm to be playing my Clausewitz in asymmetric battles because this is hella fun. This is ridiculously fun. What's up, Dawson? You ain't missed much. We trying some asymmetric shenanigans.
You did it. You crazy son of a bitch.
Rode in with the resub. Welcome in. Thank you much. I think this Veneto's a dead man. How many Shimakaze torpedoes can you take? The answer is not enough. All right, Yorktown. You and me, buddy. Classic with the resub. Look at you guys just coming in with it today. There we go. Okay, those are going to bounce off his deck. Let's swap to the HE for a spell. Now, in a minute, he's going to give me a good shot. And I think, I'm actually legit curious to find out if I can Citadel this guy. I think I might be able to. I honestly don't know if I can. But we're going to find out here. Because he's going to turn and show me a good shot. Maybe not that angle. Nope. We're getting some pins, though. Ooh, somebody Citadeled him. And that's a bingo. I like this boat in asymmetric. Oh yeah, man. Dude, so in general, I have been trying to use asymmetric battles to grind boats. Like, oh, I don't feel like playing against humans. I'll go murder bots for a while and try to grind it out. But when you're playing from below tier, these guys are 8 and 9 when I'm trying to grind out like a 7 or whatever, it kind of blows. Taking a super ship in against a whole horde of 9s and 10s or 8s and 9s feels like a hell of a lot of fun. That was fun. I did that all day. Like, that's a great way to just, I need a drink. I'm going to sit here, with my bottle of booze and murder things and have a good time. That was fun. I did that into the week. It beats the alternative, Xanda. It beats the alternative. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. Let's see. We earned some more tokens there. Let's go back to our fancy harbor thing. Okay. Okay, so I have all of this unlocked now. So now we can actually start, you know, considering upgrades if we want to. I'm liking the idea more and more of starting upgrades on the one that I can just... Oh, here I'm going to earn a bunch of tokens, right? As opposed to having to actually play the game because I'm lazy. So, like, I could do that very quickly. Let's see. Oh no, let me do this. Let me do this. Yeah, let me unlock the terminal. There we go. Open fuel terminal. Fuel terminal, yay! Yes, I should have just gotten the 4th note. Yes, there it is. Okay. Old Ironsides, John Barry. Monitor. There we go. Yep. Nope, Monitor was ugly as sin.
Mind you, just a flat deck, a single Admiral Farragut was a man carved out of gunpowder. When the mines, back then we called them torpedoes.
All right, so let's collect our rewards. There we go. There's our 30,000. Okay, so now that I've got a big pile of upgrades, for starters, what does this fuel terminal do? Unlock 2 extra combat missions. Unlock 2 extra combat missions. Unlock 2 extra expeditions. So how do I do that? Do I just say, I just push... Okay, and I can choose one of these. Okay. I can choose one of these to upgrade. So when then I come over here, and there they are down at the bottom. Here's my extras. Okay. I need a 10 battleship. Or some combination thereof, right? Yeah, I could do a pair of 5s. I could do a Congo and a Koenig. Yeah. Okay. And then Expedition India. We need super... No, I need destroyers. 19 points worth of destroyers. And I don't have anything below 5, so let's do a 7 and a pair of 6s. So let's do La Hardie, Shinonome, and Schoenberg. There we go. Okay. Okay. So we earned some more tokens. So now then... You want to get the 4th note as passes in the military. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking what I want to do over here is... Yeah, go straight to this... with my 30,000. And that should open up some more missions. Yep, here we go. Okay, so these aren't amazing, but it still gets me, you know, these are so easy to do. These are literally like button push. Like push a button and you're done. Okay, we need French, Dutch, and European. So, 32. I could just do a bunch of 8s. Let's just do a bunch of 8s. Here we go. French. Sure. There we go. And then Expedition Delta. Cruiser, 17 points. All right, so let's do an 8 and a 9. Yeah, sure. Chikuma and San Luis. Sure. Oh, that's 2 9s. Shield. Sure. There we go. Yay. All right. So we're slowly figuring this out. This is... So, mechanically, this is not crazy to wrap your brain around. The difficulty is in kind of trying to find the optimal path, let's say, right? And there probably is one, and the odds of people stumbling into it are going to be pretty slim, I'm guessing. Now, having upgraded this guy, I'm kind of wondering what is the value in, like, okay, now do I want to try to work for, like, more upgrades over here? Like, is this the next play? Is this where I want to focus my next round of upgrades? Like, these seem pretty good. There's some big rewards over here. Or let's look at Operational Command again. I mean, these aren't bad. They're not as good as the other ones, but they're not bad. I've still got to get this 40 in caps, but that's okay. I can mess around with that some other time. It's no big deal. I feel like upgrading fleet command is to level 2 is better than taking this one all the way to 3. I like the idea of giving me a couple more of these to mess around with, right? So I'm going to sink some points into here. What have I got? I got 5,000 to play with. So I can pick up a little bit of here. Sure, we'll do that. Okay, so that moves me along that path. And I've got another 1,500 that I can earn, but looks like I'm probably capped for the day. The other thing that could happen is, you know, over here, I don't know, maybe boosting the fuel terminal is not bad. Is Sejong good when compared to other contemporary light cruisers? It's a good question, Barca. My opinion on the Pan-Asian light cruiser line is pretty low, and here's why. It has nothing to do with how capable the ships are. The ships are very capable. The deepwater torpedoes are good. The guns are pretty good. The AA is stellar. But they're really only good when opposing ships are pushing into you. In the sense of, I log into a game in my Sejong. If I run over to a flank and the enemy team is trying to come at me, then I am where I want to be because I'm putting torpedoes back in their face. I'm sitting in my smoke and firing shells. I am great. But if I have to, yes, as Vladeshi says, if you're playing co-op or asymmetrical, the bots are going to charge you. Pan-Asian cruisers are great for that. If you want to, I'm on the flank where I need to be moving towards the objective because the opposing team is trying to run away from me, Pan-Asian cruisers are dog shit at that. They're terrible at it. They're not built for it. They're bad at it. They don't have good bow armor. Their gun ballistics are kind of crap. They don't have great range. Like, there's so many things that make them bad ships at trying to push into an area. They're very, very challenging. I'll give you an example. I'm going to take a Pan-Asian cruiser. I'm going to come back to C's. I haven't forgotten your Indiana battle. Trust me. Let's go take Sejong. Sejong's easy. Sejong's actually a really good boat in my mind. Both Sejong and Jinan are really good. But we'll just take Sejong since that's the example being used here. I'm going to do a quick pick. Yep, this is all fine. This is all fine. Yep, build her. By the way, build her as a torpedo cruiser. Don't try to build her for guns, in my opinion. But, okay. Yeah, that seems okay. Okay, we'll take Sejong into an asymmetric battle and show what I'm talking about. And I might even do a straight-up comparison. I might even go one in asymmetric and one in randoms, and we'll see if I can show you the direct comparison by what I mean. Again, the ships are not incapable. They're very capable. But they can be a struggle. Here's the other struggle the Pan-Asian cruisers have, in my opinion. They require spotters. In other words, they're very weak. They're fairly stealthy, but they're very weak. They have no armor. They're floating citadels with guns on them. So the first time they get shot at, bad things happen. So why do you fix that? Don't get shot at. Great. How do you not get shot at? Sit in smoke. Wonderful. What can you not do while sitting in smoke? You can't see the enemy team. Your team has to spot the enemy so that you can shoot at them. If you're the last guy on your team in a Sejong or a Harbin or whatever, you're hosed, right? You can't sit in smoke because no one can spot for you. These guys have no radar, no hydro, no spotter plane, no way to spot anything out of their smoke. They're completely dependent upon their teammates. So I'm going to take this into asymmetric, assuming this might work. But I'll say that, again, because I'm dependent on my teammates, this may or may not work. We're going to try it out. Do I have planes? I have planes to murder. And I love murdering planes, and these boats are so good at murdering planes. Like, they're amazing at it. And, beautifully, I have so many things on the opposing team that my torpedoes will hit. In fact, my torpedoes hit everything, right? Yeah. So, unusually for Sejong, I've gotten matchmaking where every ship on the opposing team is a valid torpedo target. You usually can't say that in a Sejong because your torpedoes won't hit destroyers. Now, Implacable's planes are hard to kill. Let's see if I can put paid to that. I put up a decent amount of flak. He's into my mid-range now. These guys are going to start melting. He's in trouble. Yeah, he's going to lose them all if he's not careful. Yeah, he lost the entire squadron. Not one of those planes made it home. So, I didn't even use defensive fire. I just wanted to see if I could murder them because I was curious. And the answer is yes. So, like, tier 8 planes that are up tiered in terms of the shenanigans that they do with health. Like, implacable planes are fairly stout. This isn't Indom, but it's still, you know, they're still fairly stout. This Catalunya is probably going to die already. Okay, I'm 9-7. I'm not sure how we're spotting this guy. Okay, I was spotting him. That's what I was afraid of. So you can see now, because I'm the one out here spotting these guys, me smoking right now and trying to start shooting is a waste of time. This is what I'm talking about, right? Until my team, like the Napoli right now, he caught a glimpse of the Baltimore. There's some other guys in there he could be spotting, right? But even he's smoking right now. And the Vermont is not really getting good looks at anybody. So, like...
Time to put on the beer goggles.
And just like that, a single salvo from somebody in this, and I'm already largely dead because, you know, reasons. I'm also getting no pins because yikes. Oh, come on, guys.
Hey, another disembowelment.
Hold on. I need to get these torpedoes out on the Monarch. And I'm going to have to start moving soon. There's a whole bunch of them here in this cap, and I have nowhere to run. So I'm not going to sit any longer. We're just going to start moving. I'm going to try to use this smoke. I'm going to hold my fire. Try to use this smoke. I might have the Monarch dead to rights. We've got 1 into the Zeton, 3 into, and 2 into the Baltimore. That feels good. This Monarch is probably dead. He's going to take 4 of these. He's in trouble at a minimum. So you can see what I mean when I say these are torpedo cruisers. In fact, the Chumpan's going to take 1. Wrecked. Should be firing at the Chumpan. Well, I can't see him now. That's rough. I need to get a fire on this Monarch. I'm hitting the Monarch. That's something. There we go. That's the fire we needed. I'd love another one. Now, balls. The Chumpan's shooting at me. I don't want that. Do not want. Do not want. Do not want. Okay. Chumpan's out. We need to get up here, and I need to probably smoke right here.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Yep. We're gonna smoke. And help the Vermont murder the Richelieu. Fingers crossed. The problem is, as soon as the Vermont dies, I have nobody to spot this Richie for me. So I have to play this very... I have to pray the Vermont is not stupid. I'm completely reliant on this Vermont spotting right here. really need a couple of fires on this guy. That would make me super happy. Yeah. So now I'm in trouble. Let's see. I can no longer cap C on my own, if presuming I even ever thought I could. I'm completely reliant on this Indiana and this Montana. Now, I could sit here and farm the North Carolina, but I do not trust. I do not trust. And so we are leaving. Yep, torpedoes ran out just shy of the North Carolina hull. That figures. Now, what I can do is I can possibly try and play torpedo cruiser. Much the same way that a Minotaur can find itself playing a destroyer, so can a Pan-Asian cruiser, because you have, what, 12.5-kilometer torpedoes, and what am I, 9 and change, 9.5 detection. So I can find myself in a situation where I'm able to put torpedoes downrange. Is this guy going to try to turn it in cap? Looks like he's going to try. This guy's guns are not looking for me. Okay. Let's see if I can get that fire I've been looking for. Now, I'm playing with fire a little bit by doing this, but I'm also about to go behind an island. So I'm willing to take a little bit of risk there. 3 salvos is probably not going to make or break the deal. What I'm going to do now, we're going to swing a little farther north, and I'm going to try and get these torpedoes downrange on him. Yeah, he turned into the cap. So I know now he's moving towards me into my detection range. So I need to move the hell away from him and get away from his detection range. The other option I have, the other thing that I can do that a Minotaur can't, is with my torpedo reload booster, I can absolutely flood an area with torpedoes. Like, absolutely just saturate it. Check this out. I'm not going to let him cap that easily. He may cap, but I'm going to make him work for it. So we're going to get some resets along the way. And if I have to, I'll smoke on my way out. Like so.
On the beer goggles.
So look how many I've put, what is that, 24 torpedoes downrange? That guy's about to play a super fun mini game, right? Where he has to try and dodge all of that shenanigans. And in fact, he has failed. He has just turned into two more of them. And I somehow didn't manage to stick a flood there. His guns aren't looking. That means it's time to shoot at him. Now, I think he's managed to dodge the last torpedo salvo. But if I can get a fire here, this guy's in trouble. I'd love it if I managed to hit him with one more torpedo. Come on. No. Okay. So, we've reached a point now where he's low enough that I might just simply go after him. Yeah, he's still a battleship, but I have enough torpedo power that I can probably charge him and punch him out, assuming I can find him. We know he's still in the cap. What I don't know is, I've got this island in front of me. Is he sitting there, or did he continue to the... He left the cap. That tells me he's over here on my right. I don't know how fast he's going. Let's see if I can get up here and proxy spot him through the island. And that'll tell me how to lead my torpedoes. Come on. Where are you at, my dude? See, this is where I really wish I had Hydro. I really wish I had Hydro right now. The other thing I could do is I can sit here and contribute to this the demise of this North Carolina, who may or may not need my help to die, but it isn't going to hurt me to try to pitch in here. Okay, I'm gonna stop shelling right there. I really want to know where this Richelieu is. I desperately need to know where this Richie is. Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go now? Where did he go? Now, what's interesting about this position, this Richelieu can barely touch me from here. Consider, he has all of his guns are up forward. He's dead. This is hilarious, actually. He kind of chose the best of all worlds. I mean, the worst of all worlds by doing this. That's a little amusing. Look at that, Vladeshi. It's like you called it. Temp mode on the test server. Mini, I have not. What are they doing on test server? I don't spend a lot of time on test. I don't find myself going over there much. I don't think this Implacable is going to survive for me to get into gun range. Oh, yeah, I forgot about all that shenanigans. I remember reading the article. Yikes. This poor Implacable should be a dead man. How are you alive? What is this sorcery? There he goes. So yeah. So that's Zhejiang in asymmetric. And again, possibly not the best scenario, possibly not the best mode you could be playing the ship in, but obviously one that works because the bots are going to charge you. The bots are going to push you in, you know, like even in a domination game, the bots are going to push you. The trick with these ships is they're a little like cruiser on hard mode. It's this weird cross between cruiser and destroyer because with the smoke, you always want to be sitting in your smoke farming things. But when you're doing that, you have to constantly be cognizant of who's spotting for me. Who is it that I'm taking advantage of to do this job? Are they living? Where are they at? Are they about to go behind an island? So the same way that, like, when you play a destroyer, you sit and smoke and farm, it's the exact same mentality. So if you've played like a Harugamo or something like that, getting into that mindset when you play the Pan-Asian cruisers is absolutely critical. I'm going to step away for about a minute or two. I'm going to go pour me a glass of bourbon. I feel like I've earned it. And then I'm going to come back. We're going to take Zhejiang into a random, and I'll probably, hopefully fingers crossed without being too stupid, show you how much more challenging she is to play in a random. And then I'm going to take this request for Indiana, and we're going to go look at Bridgeport. So give me like 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. coming back tomorrow? Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. All right, we'll figure it out. Do. All right, we back. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so let's take Sejong into a random. Not my favorite thing in the world to do, but I looked at Oceanport. I have not. Remind me after this game. I'll go check. Actually, no. I can hit escape. I have not checked Oceanport. What have we done? Nice, Blacktooth. Nice. Okay, here I am. Welcome to Oceanport. Oh, this is actually kind of cool. World War I era U.S. Navy Task Force. Okay. So this is just a scenic look at, like, you know, you got the South Carolinas and all the rest of this trash. Yes, I said what I said. And then over here we have the good stuff. Oh, yeah. This is the good stuff. What is this, Enterprise? This looks like Enterprise. This is an Independence back here. We got an Iowa class over here, it looks like. They won't let me... It's hard to get them in frame. That's 100% got to be in Iowa, right? Yeah, I think so. This is in Atlanta. I'm guessing these are Fletcher. This is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. Yeah, that's neat. Another Atlanta. Definitely a Fletcher back here. That is really cool. This is nice. I mean, it very well could be an actual carrier task force, right? You've got a fleet carrier, a couple of escort carriers. I've got a mix of cruisers for anti-air defense. I've got a battleship. Like, you could... This looks like in Alaska, maybe? It's hard to tell. It's either in, like, in Alaska or maybe in North Carolina. I think this is in North Carolina, actually. This is for sure in Iowa. This looks like maybe a Baltimore back here. Definitely, there's like 2 or 3 Atlantas around. This is in Atlanta. This looks like one. This over here is definitely one. And then you've got this, you know, the Ring of Destroyers. That's actually really cool. That's cool. Thanks for pointing that out. I don't think I would have found that otherwise. That's pretty sexy. All right, let's come back over here. Okay, let's go take Sejong into a random. And let's see how bad it is. I am not going to intentionally blow this game, guys. I'm really not. I have such mixed experiences with this ship. And it's not like a destroyer where I can reposition it easily. In the sense of, as a destroyer, if I'm playing a Shimakaze, right? If I'm playing a Shimakaze and I spawn into a game, Shimakaze wants to be firing torpedoes into the face of things that are charging it, right? That's the best way. That's the best way to increase the closure speed, right? And reduce the reaction time to make sure you land big torpedo hits. Awesome. So as a Shimakaze player, if I spawn into a map and I end up on a side of the map where my team is pushing and the enemy team is falling back, I am almost functionally useless on that side of the map. So what do? I turn around and I go to the other side of the map where probably my team is the one running away and I can be useful. Sejong and the Pan-Asian cruisers, like, they don't have speed boost. They're not very stealth. Like, they're okay on stealth, but they're not very fast. Like, they're like 32 knots or something. Repositioning this ship to a completely different part of the map is very challenging, if not impossible. So you're basically rolling the dice at the start of the game. Am I guessing correctly where I put the ship? And if I guess wrong, guess what? Your game is probably going to suck. If you guess correctly, guess what? You're probably going to rack up a mountain of damage and some torpedo hits. Now, because of where I've spawned, what we're going to do, I'm here, right? I'm here with this poison. I'm going to go play around in this little island chain over here. That's my new home for the next little while. For some reason, this thing wants to turn me to starboard. I say, no, sir. We want to turn to port. We're going to go hang down here along the bottom of the ACAP. I'm going to rely. You see what I did there. We're going to rely, for better or for worse, on this Barbiano and this Alliance to spot for me. Now, the Barbiano is not going to be a great destroyer spotter. He is spotted from orbit, probably 8 kilometers, 8 flat. So he is basically, like me, functionally a light cruiser. The Alliance is not a bad spotter. He'll be 5'7". That's passable. But it looks like he's going to go play in mid. One thing that's helping me is the Alaska's coming here, so he'll have his radar. Let's see, does the enemy team have any radar? They have an Alaska. They have an Alaska. Okay, so that guy, if that guy is over here, I have to be very, very cautious because a battle cruiser with 12-inch AP and me trying to hide in smoke is not going to end well. Let's just leave it at that. I will get my face smashed off. You play with randoms increase the suffering. That's Hetman. That is terrible and hilarious all at the same time. I have no idea why the Barbiano is smoking. I have to believe he thinks he's being clever. I am not convinced he's being clever. We'll see what happens. He's very clearly trying to close with whatever's in front of him. The problem is he has no idea what's in front of him. And he's moving into this cap and he's blind. He's completely blind. And I may get my cheeks clapped right here too because I'm lit and I can't even see what's spotting me. I'm throwing those torpedoes north because that's a very common place to find ships camped out up there. Now, this submarine is in deep doo-doo. Yeah, there goes half his HP. But the Barbiano is literally at point-blank range with a Genon, which is never where you want to be as one of those things. Now, he can chew that guy up, but he's going to get smacked around for his trouble. Okay. So it was the Salmon trying to cap down here. The Fletcher is north. The Laffy's in mid. We haven't seen the Hayate yet. I'm having to try to guess the lead on this thing.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Okay, he did. That's all I cared about. He did. See? So, have a look at the map. I have found myself on the pushing flank. All that's down here is a Salmon and a Genon. So you begin to see why this game is gonna be a massive struggle for me because I am in the wrong position. The enemy, and it has nothing to do with what I've done. It's entirely the enemy team has chosen not to be here, and so now I have to go find them, and that's not anything that this ship is good at. Now, this Ipiranga looks like he might be pushing south. Actually, it looks like he might be stopping. Yeah, he's trying to stop. Let's get this cap complete. Part of my problem is my smoke. I burned a smoke there earlier when I probably shouldn't have. Yeah, I 100% don't want to be here. "35 seconds to smoke." Where are his guns looking? His guns are turning this way. I'm the one capping this, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed. The Alliance effed off, so it's me in here capping, and now I'm lit. 20 seconds from smoke. Luckily, he just fired. So you know what? Fine. There we go. The Alliance got in here with me, and we finished the cap. Okay. Now, I have enough people spotting for me around. We're going to smoke up here.
put on the beer goggles.
There we go. That's what we needed. This is exactly the situation that Sejong wants to find herself in. Right? At no point does she want to have to be pushing anything. She wants to sit in her little smoke bubble and comfortably let these guys come to me. That's what she wants.
Another disembowelment.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take one of these. Nope, managed to dodge. Love it. Hayate thought he would get clever. He did not get clever enough. Now, I fired the torpedoes. I don't think they're going to hit anything. In fact, it looks like this guy's going to be dead long before... Yeah, perfect. Okay, that's fine. All right. We have 6 ships on this flank. So, again, look at the map, right? These guys are now going to try to push to mid or push south. My team is going to try and do the opposite. I'm basically going to go be somewhere else now, right? There's no point in me trying to chase this Jinan and this Hayate. I'm going to be way better going back here, playing along the bottom edge of the B cap, farming the bejesus out of somebody. Alaska's a battlecruiser. You guys can call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it a battlecruiser. I don't really care what you say. Tie game. Nobody owns B. If this Sherman would leave me some smoke, that would make me super happy. That'd be super sexy. I also have to be a little frosty of this Alaska, moving into this Alaska's range. Our Alaska, unfortunately, is going to die a horrible, violent death, while my super battleship or whatever this is, my Tier 10 Poison, cowers on the eye line when we really need him up here. Like, you know, grow some balls, my dude. I might camp right here. I can also use this island as cover. Yeah, he can't see me from here. Alright, well, it used to be he couldn't see me from here. Now he can. That makes me sad. Okay, they forced the salmon down. That's good enough for now. Okay, I need to stop shooting. Not only am I about to drift out around the island of this, Brandenburg is pushing in. Now, the Brandenburg pushing in, however, now we're in trouble. Because my team is melting.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Come on, smoke. Great. See, the Sherman hiding behind me means that now I can't see anything. So this is exactly the... This is I couldn't have accidentally generated this whole crap if I'd wanted to, even better. This is why playing a Pan-Asian cruiser is such hell. I am relying on my teammates to spot me, and I have a destroyer who doesn't understand that his job is to find the enemy for me to shoot at. And so because he won't, I am crippled, basically. I am suboptimal at my job, to put it lightly. While my Tier 10 battleship chases a destroyer in the bottom corner of the map. So, go figure. So, this game's basically over. We're 4 ships down. stacked with a team of people who don't understand what their role is. I'm going to take shots at this Laffy, but they're going to be largely futile because Laffy. Yeah, see? My cowardly battleships are a problem. When your battleships are playing behind the spawn area, this is a problem. The salmon is now on the surface in front of me. I'm more or less dead. I'm dead as soon as the Sherman decides to play behind the battleships and the battleships all run and hide. I'm dead, right? There is no hope for me at that point.
Time to put on the beer goggles. This really pisses me off.
Much better.
Another day, another disembowelment.
Now, he's about to be in radar range. Like so. So I'm basically already hosed. Next time he pulls the trigger, I should be dead. Well, I survived to a heal, which I would not have put money on. Lori should have me dead to rights. Somehow I lived. So while my battleships play on the bottom of the map, I am simply trying to not die out here. Which I will fail because my teammates are so incompetent. So here's the trick with Sejong, right? She cannot overcome incompetent teammates. If you're going to play Sejong in randoms, in my opinion, do it with a div. Find a buddy, team up, find a buddy who is a good or at least above, maybe slightly above average destroyer player, who's not suicidal like most destroyer players are, and pair up with him and let him spot for you. Life becomes a lot better when you're trying to play Sejong in randoms. But I feel like without even putting in any effort, or trying to grossly engineer the result we got, that is a perfectly good example of why Sejong is such a massive pain in the ass in random battles. Holy fucking hell. I just felt my soul leave my body a little bit. Scott, precisely. This is why asymmetrical is a great mode. No stress. Yes, it's relaxing. It's like, I just feel like smashing bots with a drink in my hand. Let's do that for a while. So yes, it's a ton of fun.
You crazy
City with the
son of a
resub.
bitch, you did.
Thank you much. Welcome in. All right. Seas Nuts has been super patient. Let me have a look at Indiana. What I know about this ship will not fill a thimble. So let's look at it and see if I can figure out what the hell I'm looking at. Where's she at? Is she steel? No, she's 9. Okay. Let's come to here so I can see properly. I'll come back to this in a minute. I mean, exactly right, Barca. Okay, so we're clearly a Sodak. Indiana, very obviously a South Dakota. Let me look at something because I'm curious. I didn't know this, by the way. I don't know. They built 4 of these, right? They built 4 South Dakota class battleships. I know, obviously, Massachusetts and Alabama. Come on. Here we go. South Dakota, Indiana, Massachusetts, Alabama. Okay, Indiana was the second. Laid down a few months after Massachusetts. Launched a few months, literally. Wow. That's amazing. She was laid down 2 months after Massachusetts and launched 2 months after Massachusetts, like clockwork. Indiana would have been the last battleship launched before the start of the war. 21 November 1941. Commissioned 30 April 1942. Struck 1 June 1962. Sold for scrap 23 October 1963. That makes me sad. Okay. All right, so she's a Sodak. We've established that, which means she's going to have all the basic good properties that a Sodak brings. You're welcome, Barca. So she's going to have crazy torpedo protection. Yeah. And 16-inch guns. Okay. Let's try to figure this boat out. What have they given her? Okay, we have hydro. I have a heel, standard heel, hydro, spotter, and fighter. Defensive fire! We love making aluminum confetti. Okay, that's actually cool. Now, what is her sigma? What I'm afraid of is that she has Alabama sigma. USA. Battleship. Indiana. What is her sigma? Yeah, I can register. Later. Main battery. 1.9. Okay. And isn't Alabama 1? What is Alabama? 1.9. She has Alabama sigma. Alabama's main battery sigma is not garbage. Isn't North Carolina the same? North Carolina's a 1.9? North Carolina's 205. Yeah, okay. Massachusetts is the bad one. Massachusetts is like 1.6 or 1.7. 1.7. Okay. Give me Iowa just so I've got a frame of reference here at tier 9. Iowa is 1.9. So she's the same sigma. Okay. So if memory serves, the Sodaks had shorter caliber barrels, right? I've got a 45 caliber barrel here versus 50 calibers on an Iowa, right? Yes. So I'll get more velocity out of the Iowa turret. 261 on the dispersion ellipse. Of course, that's buffed. Yep, slower velocity, 248. I'm actually going to have a smaller ellipse by the time I put in the fancy... Okay, that's noteworthy. Now, I'm only an 18.8 range versus probably 21 and change. 23 and change. So I have 4.5 kilometers less of range. Is that right? 4.5? 4.5 kilometers less. Okay. So it's not necessarily that she wants to brawl. That would be a lie. What's my speed? Yeah, I take speed flag. A defense. That's okay. Okay. I really want the flood flag, but I think I'm going to let it slide and just keep the fire flag for now. I agree, Altador. I agree. She makes plane goes bye-bye. That makes me happy. We like melting planes. I like that you can take defensive fire and hydro on a battleship. That feels good. I like the idea of that. The question is, how does it execute? think I'm going to get more value out of the Hydro, so we're going to take the Hydro mod here. I love the defensive fire, but in general, we're going to see submarines far more than we see carriers. I could take Artillery Plotting Room, which would fix some of the range issues. I don't want to. I think we want to take... investing too much into the AA feels bad. What's the turret traverse? 40. I'll come back to this one. I'm torn between turret traverse and AA guns. I like both of them. I'm thinking airstrikes here. Steering mod, perhaps. Although, okay, Seasonut specifically asked steering mod. I'm guessing he means double steering. He must mean steering. There's only one steering mod I can take on Indiana. They don't offer me... I can't double up steering mod here in slot 6. Yeah, ordinarily you would sometimes find a steering mod here in slot 5, but there's not on this boat. So I'll take steering here in 4. I would prefer airstrike, but he specifically requested steering, so we'll take it. Probably concealment, although standard heal gives me a little bit of qualm. What's my concealment? I think I gotta take concealment. That'll get me down below 14. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's look at a build. Faster heals and faster DCPs, not a terrible idea. That lets accept DCP and repair. Okay. I feel like maybe you take both of these. For a pair of 1-point skills, I might take both. Let's come back to it. Take turret traverse up here. Ooh, now I think I take the airstrike mod. 27-second reload. That's nice. We want to go survivability. Probably go here. Do I do focus fire? I'm so torn. I kind of want to. Let's plug it in and see how bad the rest of the build looks when I'm done. Emergency repair would probably feel pretty good. Adrenaline rush is going to feel good. Is there anything else I want at tier 2? No. Ooh. I like AA. I like this skill a lot on battleships. Because your depth charges hit harder, your AA is better. Ooh, man. I think maybe I do that instead of focus fire. But that also speeds up my airstrike reload. Ooh, this is a tough call. Because I kind of want to take emergency repair expert. But when I do that, I have to choose between one of these two. That's just a straight up raw numbers buff. And this is priority sector. And then, oh, this is so irritating. And I have 2 of these in a flight, right? 2 flights. 2 flights, 2 bombs each. I think I'm gonna take A defense. I don't care about I think I'll take gun feeder just because. And then I am, now that I've seen the turret traverse, I am gonna plug in. Oh man, I really want to take this mod, but he specifically requested. You're welcome, Zen. He specifically requested steering mod. I don't know why he requested specifically steering mod. I feel like I've overinvested into the AA. Focus fire training. Well, they both buff anti-air and anti-sub. So yeah, no, you're not wrong about that, Altador. That's actually a valid point. This gives me that if the AAs tick in, then the consumables reload faster. So there's that. Okay, we'll run with this build. Let's put some flags on her. Oh, we did that. No. Yeah, okay, she's got her permanent camo on. Do I get a choice? I do not. What is this? Ooh, fancy. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, America. Look at that. That is some shenanigans. Pretty blue and gold, baby. Love that. Super smexy. I like the eagle. When you view that little eagle wings, look at that. It's almost got a bit of that German Adler camo look to it, right? That's kind of cool. I really like that. The art team in this game continues to just crush the hell out of it. I love those guys. But I'm a sucker for historical camos. Okay, and then over here, we want to do CC and Hawaii, because that's what I generally put on American ships. And I think we're good. It's my final airstrike. 30. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't like having to wait 30 seconds. All right, I'm going to take steering gears, but I'll tell you straight up, I don't... C's not specifically requested I take it with steering mod. I'll be honest, I don't like steering mod, and I think I would rather take the airstrike mod. As a battleship player, I tend to prefer airstrike mod because I want my airstrikes to come back quicker and hit harder. Okay, Altador, I'm going to take your word for it. I believe it. It's a skill. I don't think either one of them is a bad skill. Let's just leave it at that, right? Because I debated focus fire training and then whatever the other one was, the 2-point skill. And I landed on the 2-point skill, but in my mind, there's valid cases for both. In a perfect world, I'd take both. Taking both would require me to give up the 4-point heal skill, the whatever, the improved healing skill at 4 points. I think that one's more important, so I have to make a tough choice. No planes makes me sad, but the rest of this I can work with. Austin, Stalingrad. Okay, it's not bad. What the hell is a Sabir? Who can tell me what the hell a Sabir is? Remember that I don't keep up hardly at all with new stuff coming out. We are not pushing up quickly, that's for sure. I like that when you take defensive fire, there's no planes on your catapults. That's a nice touch. That's a nice touch. All right, let's put my aerial detection up. There's my hydro. I know my airstrike range, detection, and A. Okay, there we go. Kremlin with a funny button. Okay. Ugh. That doesn't sound good. Quite the opposite. That sounds terrible. That sounds awful. That sounds like something I don't ever want to see again, ever. Well. That is good bourbon, baby. It's a Soyuz hull. Does she have Soyuz's guns? Because Soyuz's guns are dog shit. They're terrible. Kremlin with seconds with worse accuracy, unless your gimmick booster is up. Okay, got it. I'm 100% okay playing behind this Libertad and this Los Andes. I don't like that there's only one battleship on the other flank. I really don't like that.
Die, you son of a bitch.
Guys complaining about Sodak Citadels. My dude, that's been in the game for a few years. You should be used to that by now. Sodak hulls have had BS Citadels the entire time they've been in the game. This should not be a shock. All right, we got somebody down here. I don't think I want to be here. I want to be north. I'm almost positive. I'm gonna let these three battleships do their thing. I'm gonna head to the other flank. Libertad's about to get his face melted off. Yep, called it. Told you there was a sub down there. Ooh, hello, Austin. This Austin is either bold, stupid, or both. And either way, it's going to make for hilarious viewing. Let's find out.
Coochie, coochie.
I do not want to see this. Those might be Yamagiri torpedoes. Come on, Sodak. Come on, Sodak. Let's freaking go. Okay, maybe the steering mod was a good idea after all.
Come get some.
Okay, Austin bought it. That makes me smile. I need this Libertad to buy it. Hold on, I gotta give him... Let's give him the business. Get down, shells. Get down, shells. Get down, shells. Busted. All right. That's a nice way to break this ship in on her first salvo. Oh, hi, Kearsarge. We're going to stop right here for a minute. Hold on. I want this shot. Oh! You son of a bitch. You're supposed to keep him lit. Let's get out of here. I'm behind the Missouri. Yeah, a couple of garbage ricochets. What's up, Ryan? Michael, I am not streaming the Houston PQ tomorrow. I am playing in the Houston PQ tomorrow. What? So, a couple of things happened when I was in Lubbock. Nothing catastrophic, but like enough to make me go, okay, I need to spend some time rejiggering the gear and a little less time on the road, basically. So I basically made a very deliberate choice to skip streaming the Houston PQ so that I could spend part of my fall and winter getting some of the gear reset for operations in the spring and operations in the spring. Okay, that's a good looking salvo. Yeah, that kind of hurt, but I sort of knew that was happening. All right. In other words, ooh, there's 3 destroyers on this flank? Yuck. Short version. When we were setting up... Okay, let me back this up. Oh, terrible. Oh, good. Thank God. Short version. Which won't be short, because I'm long-winded and I like to talk. When I designed the setup around 3 real cameras, I knew I would need... long HDMI cables. So I have in my setup 3x100, 300 meters of fiber optic HDMI. It's gross overkill, but it's what I went with. Oh, the K1 is in our cap. Bloody hell. The good news, the good thing about fiber optics is that they're really good. The bad thing about fiber optics is they can be a little fragile, and one of my cables got a little twisted up to the point where it functionally is kind of like busted now. Like it doesn't want to it doesn't want to transmit a signal. Okay, so that's a problem, to put it lightly. So now I find myself in the unenviable position of having only 2 cables and 3 cameras. So I made some quirks and some tweaks to the setup over the course of the event in Lubbock to make sure that everything would work. Perhaps suboptimally, but work nonetheless. And then was like, okay, it's time to go back and do other things now. Get down, Shells. Get down, Shells. I'm a little behind him. I still hit him. He's still dead. So what it's doing is it's driving me to make changes into how the camera setup is arranged. I'm going to be moving away from having a bunch of HDMI cameras on the table and more USB cameras. So I'm going to keep the good camera at the over table view because that's the view that matters the most. And then we're going to be making some changes to the cameras that carry the player face cams. I'm going to try to strip all that down and save myself space, weight, and cable by changing all of that over to USB cameras. I'm not sure those are going to get over the island, but we're going to try. At least that is the goal. But as a part of doing that, of course, that didn't get over the island. But as a part of doing that, it means that I need to spend some time to invest in a little bit of gear, rejigger some things, and yada, yada. I got some work to do. And that's what I'm going to do between now and January. January is when I'm expecting... where are you at? Ah, he's over here. I'm expecting regionals and sectors to start up again. Is January. Okay, the Smolensk needs to get himself some cover. I'll take care of the Kearsarge. The K1 is back on the surface. The Yamagiri is working to stuff him. Yeah, you do it, buddy. Oh, for F's sake.
This is gonna fuck up my hair.
Give me a break. There's no substitute for an incompetent team. Long story short, I'm probably just gonna play Sabine ECL tomorrow. Everything I've played, everything that I want to play is trash in this meta. I want to play Vader Red. I love Vader Red. He can't win anything in this meta. Well, he wins the occasional match, but like he can't. I would love to play Boba Datavault just because I like Boba and I like the idea of indirect damage. But unfortunately for me, I've never played the deck a day in my life. I might still put some games into Kara tonight and try it out. Might take that tomorrow, but I'd love to play Kylo Tarkintown. Again, he doesn't have the legs. I don't want to play Han Blue. I refuse to play hard control. I refuse to play soft control. In fact, my entire goal, I told people this week, my goals for Saturday are I want to crush anyone playing control under my boot heel, and it would love to make top cut. If I can do either one of those things, I'm going to consider the day a win, right? This is probably going to be a loss. Every battleship over here just sacrificed themselves for like very, very little gain. It's a little irritating. I was expecting this Yamagiri to have balls, and he doesn't. I'm a little irritated. He should have easily chased this K2 to death, this K1 to death, and he didn't. And the fact that nobody showed me the other Yamagiri was up there ever means that I had no way to do anything about it, which is really friggin' irritating. Hey, dummy, maybe don't get spotted. You're about to die because you're dumb. What are you doing? Okay, they're going to kill the Stalin, blessedly, I think. Yeah, he's going out. They might kill this Sabir. Maybe. The Goliath can spot him, but the Goliath can get smacked if he's not careful. Ooh, they're going to get him, I think. Surprising. All right. I'll take it. That just leaves this K1 that my Yamagiri is too cowardly to do anything about. See? It's a submarine. You go murder him. You have every advantage in that engagement. What is this guy doing? You're in a destroyer. Go kill him. You should be salivating at what is easy XP, my dude. This is like free XP for you. All right. I think they're going to win, actually. Switch to live play. Oh, has he been doing... I hate control. I don't want to have no interest in playing control. Control decks in this... And I've said this in the podcast, right? Control decks in Unlimited piss me off because right now they're the most boring, non-interactive thing both to play and to play against. I played a card. I played a card to kill it. I played a card. I played a card to kill it. Next turn. I played a card. I played a card to kill it. Next turn. I played a card. I played a card to kill it. Next turn. 20 minutes of this. I just assume put a bullet in my brain. Like, I don't know why they've enabled this as a game, as a style of play. I understand control needs to be a thing, but it needs to be like there's like 8 to 10 control events now in the game. It's stupid. That's like twice as many as there ever need to be ever at any given time. Set 1 needs to rotate out. We need to not reprint some of that crap. So yeah. Let's look at Bridgeport. Bridgeport, tier 8. Tier 8 battleship. Bridgeport. Okay, what is this thing? Bow's wrong for a Baltimore. Is this in Oregon City? This is in Oregon City, isn't she? We have another one of these. Is it? It's not Wichita. Wichita was their own thing. Ray 2 Red. Ray 2 Red. Dear God, that's ballsy, my friend. That is. I have balls of giant friggin' solid rock. They spoiled some cards today that Ray's gonna love in the next set. Like, that's gonna be fun. Rochester? Is it Rochester? Yep. It's Rochester. Has a reload burst that works on a timer. Okay, hold on. Let's pull her back up. Dude, I keep looking at Barris Blue. I keep looking at Barris Blue like I want to try this deck. I pulled the store owner in Lubbock last weekend, God bless him, gave me 3 packs of Carbonite as a thank you for coming out and streaming the thing. One of them, what?
Car's ready.
Okay. What time is it?
They close at 6.
Okay. I will play one last game and then we'll be done.
Okay.
Okay. One of the packs had a Talzin Showcase in it, and the other pack had a both a foil Vader and a Prestige Vader, and I was like, well, that was a good gig. Okay, we played Indiana. Xanda and Kimmix, I'm going to send your points back right now because this is going to be my last game. I'm going to send everybody's points back. We have to go pick our car up at the shop, and they close in about 45 minutes, so I don't want to cut it that close. I'm going to do a quick build on Bridgeport.
Hey. I could also have them come and pick me up.
No, we'll just go get it.
Okay.
We'll just go get it. It's fine.
Okay.
I wanted to stream for about 3 hours, and we're coming up on. Well, I think I'm at 2 and 20. I'll be a little shy, but it's fine.
Okay.
I'm having enough fun. I might stream boats again next week. What? Crazy talk, Raptor. I get a heal. Ooh, that makes me happy. Defensive fire or hydro, I'm guessing. Yeah, okay. And a reload booster. Now, is this American piercing? No. I don't think so. These don't look like super heavy shells. If memory serves, the Oregon cities couldn't handle the super heavy shells. Am I crazy? No. Yeah, these are not super heavy shells. Okay. So I have American piercing. In other words, I have American piercing angles. Yeah, I should have the American piercing pen angles, but I don't have the American. No, not Wichita. I don't have the American piercing, the crazy AP punch. So yeah, it's a Rochester. I can live with that. Rochester's a good boat. No smoke. I want defensive fire hydro. I think we're gonna take hydro. Yeah, you definitely don't have the damage. Let's take main armaments. Let's take. I don't have radar. That makes the lack of radar does make me a little sad, but I'll have to figure it out. Aiming mod, hydro, and I like airstrike. I don't think I need turret. I don't think I. Ooh, that rudder shift is garbage. What? Woof. Yeah, let's take the rudder shift. I need all the help I can get. Yikes, that was terrible. Okay. Turret traverse, gun reload, focus fire. I think we go here, here, and here. Do I take survivability expert? I have 4,400 HP. Oh, a lot of HP. I think maybe you go outnumbered. Outnumbered to top grade gunner. Top grade gunner is, what's my gun radius? Is 16. Standard detectability range. Standard detectability range is going to be 9.5. Altador, thanks for being here, my friend. Have a good one. I'm not that far behind. It's slow. You need acceleration. Her base reload. Good question. Base reload is 13. Ooh, that's terrible. Ugh. That's awful. I'm going to skip Survivability Expert for now. I want the extra heal. I want Adrenaline Rush. I want Gun Feeder. I have 7 points left. I get another 4-point skill if I want it. Do I want any of this? No. 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 Maybe. Maybe. 3-point skills. No. 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 It's nice to have, not need to have. Okay. Maybe. I could do that. And then top grade. Outnumbered is ship speed, maximum shell dispersion. While the number of allies within their ship's main battery firing range doesn't exceed the number of visible enemy ships. I'm going to take top grade gunner. I'm not convinced this is a good build. I think there's still a case to be made for survivability expert. You're saying I need acceleration. You're saying propulsion mod? I mean, under what circumstances would I ever worry about slowing down? I mean, okay, I suppose I could snuggle up to an island here or there, but okay. Oh, and then let's put the big flags on her. Boop, 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 boop. You and you. And we've done all the permanent camo things. Right. Right, you are, Jim. Yeah, I'm not doing any of those just yet. All right, Bridgeport. Let's give this thing a go. I remember having very mixed opinions of Rochester. I suspect I'm going to have very mixed opinions of Bridgeport. The 13-second reload is going to feel like it's not worth the trouble. It's always felt that way to me on Rochester. Rochester's the one with smoke, right? Am I missing? Rochester's smoke with this crazy, stupid, bad reload? That sounds correct, but I don't remember precisely. Rochester smoke. Yeah, okay. So I remember liking the smoke on Rochester. It's situational, but it's fun. The problem I'm going to have with this boat is the lack of smoke. The stealth is good, but the lack of smoke is a problem. I have a heal that's going to feel good, but the 13-second reload is going to feel like a deal breaker. Now I do get the reload booster, so when I want to speed it up for short durations, I can. I guess it's got that going for it. Yeah, I agree, Zoltan. I agree. Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot to give up here. Okay, I don't care about you. I care about you, you, and that'll do.
It's game time.
Standard battle on hotspot makes me kind of sad. Without radar, I kind of don't know what to do here. We've got a Des Moines on my starboard flank. He's got radar. I've got a very, very stealthy destroyer on my left flank. That's probably going to have to act as radar. But they've got a CAG as well. I'm gonna play this island over here like I'm a Des Moines. We're going to camp right in here. I think that's my best bet, truth be told. And we'll see how it shakes out. Yeah, this is not a great map for me for a variety of reasons. If my team manages to collapse this flank and push north, I have some possibilities, right? But like until then, it's going to be dicey. And again, playing an American heavy cruiser without radar always feels bad to me. Always. I don't know what it is. I think I'm just spoiled. I think it's what it boils down to. I'm spoiled to having the radar. I love Buffalo. I love Baltimore. And then almost every time they make one of these premium American heavies, it's like, well, we took the radar away. And I'm like, well, then why would I want to play it? It better be made of solid gold or something for me to get interested, because like you play these ships because of the bow tanking, because of the radar, because of the American piercing penetration angles on the AP. You've taken away the radar. Now I don't care anymore, right? I still feel that way about Rochester a little bit. I definitely feel that way about Anchorage. Petro is going to be a massive pain in my ass. I can just tell. Ugh, this reload feels so bad. Oh, and now I can't even get it over the island. Okay, let's get angled away here. Okay, the Marco is far enough away. The gun elevation should let me get this shot off. There we go. There's a Minotaur over there. You gotta be kidding me. There, double fire on the Massa. That feels good. Ah. Okay, Massachusetts is rotating out. He put out my double fire. Well, this entire flank over here is about to get frackin' steamrolled. I'm gonna have to come out. Oh man, I really need to get over here in front of this I need to get my AP out down range for this Minotaur. Are they gonna get him? They're gonna get him, and the Petro's coming. I don't want to be here anymore. Ha! You bounced it all. LOLOL. Pound of sand. Come on, Flandra. That wasn't it. You needed to do better.
It's a nice day to die. For you, that is.
I think this guy thinks I won't do it. I think he legit thinks I won't do it. Well, watch me. Watch me do it. Does he have no citadel? What is happening here? Apparently he has no citadel. And just like that, my entire team on this entire flank got absolutely steamrolled. And there was just me and a Hindenburg or something.
Ooh, your ass is grass, and I've got the weed whacker.
Y'all need to kill that friggin' Petro. Okay, Indiana's coming for me. So let's go be somewhere else. See ya. Yeah, he's hunting. He's hunting, baby. Here's his problem. I'm faster than he is. Yeah, I'm taking one of these.
This is gonna fuck up my hair. Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Much better.
I'm dead. Left to die by a team that was totally incompetent.
Ooh, your ass is grass, and I've got the weed
So,
whacker.
interesting ship. Incompetent team. Can't do much about that. I'm curious. I'm curious about this ship, though. I'd try that again. I mean, we lost this at the... Fellas, you had 4 ships that fed themselves to the enemy team and accomplished nothing on the left flank. So, that's not a game you can win. I'm aware, Xanda. They don't close for a half hour. We're fine. It's 5 minutes away. All right, guys. Well, listen. Let's hang it up. I had enough fun tonight. I might put one of these on the schedule for next week, which I've been kind of avoiding streaming boats for a spell, but this was good. Oh, yeah, 100% MK. 100%. Oh, I didn't notice you, Gabe. Yeah, I mean, you were trying, and the Petro respected you. He was like, oh, crap, it's a battleship. So he turned to try. He tried to do something. But, yeah. And to answer your earlier question, Gabe, no, I have never been to Reno. My only trip to Nevada was this past, July, when I went to Vegas for the first time. Now, I have a good friend who lives in Reno. I could ask her. Good idea, Vladeshi. Good idea. I like where your head's at. Minnie, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Have a good one. Think about... Gabe, tag me on Discord. Tag me on Discord, and if you want, I'll reach out to her and ask her for some advice. Because there's some kind of is it UNLV or University of Nevada, Reno or something. She's a college professor out there, geology or geographical, I don't know, something to do with geo something or other. I won't pretend I know. Huh? I'm talking about Anna that lives out in Reno.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I can't think. She has some fancy doctorate in something rocks related. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, she lives out there. So if you want me to ask her, I will reach out. So ping me on Discord to remind me, and I will do that. Why don't we go see what Zath's up to? Maybe throw the man a raid. Feels like that would not be a terrible idea. Let's just have a quick peek. I suspect he's going to be streaming for a little while. Hell, even Happa's streaming. I see Stats is streaming. Sone's streaming. Man. Yeah, it's like old home week around here. Check this out. That's pretty cool, baby. That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, I totally have to go troll Zath because it's my 70-month sub anniversary. Nearly 6 years of subscribing to that loser. All right, let me get this raid started. I got to come to this window and then do this and type /raid. There it is. All right, raid is up, guys. If you're on Twitch, we're going to be heading over to Zath. If you're on YouTube, I'll just be done. Thanks for being here, guys. I will try and do some more boats next week. I had a great time today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate y'all. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Just as soon as I click the right button, because Stream Deck is buzzing.